Hello, my front-end friends, and welcome to HTML and CSS for absolute beginners. This course is here to teach you the very fundamentals of HTML and CSS, and that's whether you're starting from absolute zero, you've never even looked at a line of code, you have no idea what those even are, but you're interested in learning how to make websites, or maybe you've toyed around with a few tutorials and started plugging away at HTML or CSS or both of them a little bit, and you're looking to learn a little bit more and follow a bit more of a learning path to reinforce what you've learned and put sort of all the pieces together and make sense of what's going on. Whichever the case is, you are definitely in the right place. We're going to be starting from absolute zero and working our way up to making a responsive website from absolute scratch. You can see it on screen right now what the final version is going to be. Now, before we dive into how to actually do all of this and get into the nitty-gritty of learning HTML and CSS, there are a few things that you are going to need. Now, you probably have a couple of these things already considering you're watching this video, but you're going to need a computer of some sorts. You're also going to need to have an internet connection. Once again, you're watching a video on YouTube, so you probably have one of those. And the other thing you will need is a browser, which again, you're watching this in a browser. I'm going to recommend you use Chrome just so you have the same experience as me, but if you're using a different browser, that is completely fine. And finally, you're going to need a text editor of some kind, and the one I'm going to recommend is VS Code. There are a lot of other text editors out there, so if you'd prefer to use another one, you can, but I'm going to be using VS Code as we go through this, so if you want things to look the same as what I'm doing, which makes it a little bit easier to follow along, I would recommend this. The link for it is in the video description below, and you can just click the big download. For me, Windows. If you're on a Mac, it is available on Mac. It's completely free to get, and it works really well. It's a really nice piece of software, and it's what we're going to be using to write all of our code in. And so those are the main things you're going to need, though for this course specifically, we're going to be building out that project together. So I'm supplying the design files that we're going to be using, I'm supplying the images we're going to be using, and all of the text. So there is a Dropbox link in the description below. So I would suggest you go and grab that now, just download it. It's going to give you a zip, you unzip it, and you have everything you need to get started. And then you're in the right place because we're here on YouTube. This playlist is set up in order. You can just follow along as you go through. Or if you'd prefer, I've also set this up as a completely free course. The link to that is also down below. You can keep track of which lessons you've done. When you revisit and come back, you're going to leave off where you started. But it's also not just video based. All the videos are within the platform, but there's also a lot of text as well, which can make it a little bit easier to reference the code we're going to be looking at. There's also these interactive code blocks within the course. So as we're learning something, you can play with the little interactive version first before bringing in what we've learned into the larger project that we're building. And it also has the benefit of being an ad-free experience. So whichever one you choose, all of the content is here. It's also all in the course platform with some little extra bonus lessons and stuff in the written content over there. You can choose whichever way you want to do it. Works perfectly fine for me. I'm really looking forward to getting started. So let's dive right into it in the next lesson.